Well, actually, I hear my sister talking some fantasy jazz. My name is Azet. I just want to make something simple and clear. I think in life that people really wish too much and really talk too much. But all this vibration is really coming in and out. And I believe sometimes it can really get to oneself when you don't see the two twin out of the body. The mind is very simple, they say. If you really believe that everything you hear is what you're supposed to hear, sometimes you can't help what you're gonna hear. It's like you're curious, you wanna listen to a beautiful song, and suddenly the wrong song play. Someone is talking about somebody, and then suddenly you remember what someone did say to you once, and it really changed your whole attitude. It reminds you about things. And also, listen to people's songs sometimes can make you remember about the good moment what you have yesterday. Going to the radio station is like taking yourself back in time because it have good moments and bad moments. The last thing you want to listen to is playing a song that's really have a hint against somebody. When someone is singing a sad song, it really works for everyone because everybody have been there. It really it makes you really say, "Oh, I'm not the only one who go through that moment." It's nice to see that other people really go through that moment. And even if someone write that song for them, they have a good, happy moment. You say, well, if someone is singing, then Mother Nature really do remember what happens to you once upon a time ago. So in life, we intend to copy from one another, and also things once did one day can get to you in another time. And it's like watching a soap series, and they show you how to be suspicious. If someone is cheating, how they act. And even if they don't cheat, you see that look in their face, and now suddenly you remember, you're like, I remember I watched a movie. They say when a guy do like this and you find the paper in their pockets, that mean they're cheating. Sometimes they can float around, but sometimes they don't go all the way. You just have to try your best. And if your best is not good enough, then it's okay. If you live together with somebody, you need to understand that in life they say happy birthday. And if someone you love supposed to be a father of 6 or 7 boys, or 3 daughters and 4 boys, you never know what the feeling is in the mind when they don't have the children yet. But if you stay together with them, a couple of years later, you will see these children. So, does it only exist in a flesh form? If the dying is not the living, and the pregnancy is not the shadow? What if the shadow is there before you see them growing up and you're going to argue with the feeling in the bedroom? It's like most people, they go through the same situations. Like if you see a family talking about, and like they're doing a documentary, and you see all this family member argue with one another. I cannot call a specific name because every time I choose a name, it's like they are above the rest. Let, let me try to talk in general. When you see some people really doing a TV show, and you see them having a reason to have disagreement, even though in real life maybe they don't have disagreement, but the show is meant to put them in a position to have this disagreement. Now if they're really gonna get this disagreement, how do you explain the moment when the husband and wife was just alone, just themselves, the first dinner you have together, the first kiss, when you're walking, going to disco places, visiting friends. And when you come home, before you kiss to make the first child, what was there? Because it's really important when you're going to, when a mother is disappointed because the children are fighting, how do you react? You know, is it a child? If it is your flesh standing in front of you, in your image, and they get a thinking to fight, what came to you? There was no flesh there. This is the inside of you. And when they're going away, you see the flesh lying down. Who came? Who is the thinking? What become the video when the body cannot fit in? So it's really important that oneself cannot try to blame one another, because everybody is a victim in life, and life itself is victim to life, because life is blind and having an experience. When two gonna kiss, they never ask life I gonna multiply. They see a movie and they want to create the movie. They want to have many children, because you see other people have many children. Sometimes it take a movie of someone pretending to have like many children, or someone in a house like what they see and make it happen. So if you have grown-up children that have disagreement because you give one something, you cannot give the other one. I think if you have something that you know your children fighting for, the least you can do is make a picture. Just snap it and say, life is a picture. When you used to be the 5-year-old, I snap you. Take a look, I still have your picture. If I cannot get your 5-year-old anymore, you become the 10. I snap you. Now you are this age and I snap you. When you get old, you don't look the same. So you want to have this. You're fighting for it. Okay, let me snap it. And I'm going to keep the original one. And now all of you have the picture. And then maybe they can able to understand exactly what's the meaning of. Some people have interest in something, and a couple of years later interest is changed. It's the same as love. For oneself to stay a long time together, it takes the nature to wanna fall in your vibration. That's why you live long together. But it's difficult in this world to really fall in love and really stick together, because one, every day is a challenge. A woman go out there, there's always teddy boy. You're gonna see that's really more beautiful than the one you have at home, especially if you have an argument, and especially if you've been together for over 10 years and there was a young boy that normally passed and now look exactly like the one you kiss. And now you're passing, suddenly you see someone pass in a car with a really beautiful face and beautiful accent, or someone walking in your office, or someone you see in the shopping center. You come home, you look at your loved one, you're like, did I pick someone too soon? It's the same for your lover. He goes somewhere and sees sexy girls crossing the street. He's driving in his car. There's this girl so beautiful crossing. I mean, life is really, I cannot say dangerous. Life is blind, and you take something from the universe and it can be taken from you if you're not strong. You have to really first strongly believe in yourself and know that whoever gonna leave you, they will fall asleep in the night. And just say when they sleep in the night, next to whoever, say when you fall asleep, you're mine, because nobody owned them. You have to really believe it, because it's the only place you can able to achieve what life is doing. There is a traffic light that going to force people to wait, because there's someone so sexy, so handsome about to cross. And there's husband and wife in front of the car watching this two couple passing. And your husband is looking like, wow, he's lucky. Or you watching, oh, wow, she's lucky. So, what is this life? Do we really fight one another because we don't like one another? Or there's so much temptation that make people sometimes fall out? So much temptation. So, to remember oneself is to remember that in the night you fall asleep and that is all what you have. Because happy birthday is changing and your children are changing. Children are just album. Try to capture the moment and make this album. And every happy birthday, you say, I'm capturing my child from age 1, age 2, age 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And even if you don't catch the age 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you can catch from 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then you keep this album, because they're changing by their looks, appearance, and the dress they put on. You have to really manipulate it in a way of you dressing them every year according to the album you want to keep, because it's going to disappear inside of them. So as you try to make sure that you capture the moment and you put it in the album, and then 10 years later, you get a present to give to them, and you give it to them from age 1 till 10, you give them a present, and then from 11 to 20, you give them a present. And when they open it, then you're able to see not what you see around you, but the album inside your child. But some people, they get so distracted and they don't capture the moment. You have to capture the moment, and then you give it as a gift, and then know that the old woman you see up there, she's not the wall, but the wall is she inside. The outside make a picture of the she. It's like the season coming out. So it's really important to respect that the wind breathe in and out to climb up to the mountain. And when they fall, they go back to climb up to the mountain. So it is really important. So take care. And my name is AZ. AZ is actually, when I'm pissed off, I really sound really aggressive, but I try to find this character to understand that in life you have to learn to talk like music. And if you're going to talk like music, you talk like the lullaby in your mind, then you really swing in your voice and you hear it. Other people do the same thing. You're like, okay, let me try to see if there's a possibility I can able to find the way how they talk. And then you find that character, you capture it. So the day you hear yourself shouting, you can say, wait a minute, I get lost over there, but I also can be this. But if I'm not being this, someone is being it. And if someone is being this character, that means I'm switched to be the other character. So do I accept that it is me who's shouting with a voice? Or do I say, okay, let me try something else? I hear what you say. I know you're pissed off, but I'm the baby. I am the wind that will sleep tonight. So this is the reason that I'm trying to capture some moments. So take care.